Okay, this is LimeyPipeSmoker and I'm doing a little review here today. This is of the Army Armament R85A1. It is a copy of the SA80A1. James very kindly let me borrow this as he's getting me into airsoft and wondered if I'd like to have a little plink with it and just see what the hype is about. It is a nice little rifle. It is kind of true to form with the real deal. It is a little bit heavier, which is, it's not too bad. It's not too much heavier. Like with the real thing, you got a nice balance to it, but this one, like a lot of it, because you've got all the mystical stuff of airsoft in this bit, it just goes. However, it's nice, because you got all the weight in your shoulder. You don't have too much weight up front, so it's not gonna like fall over. It is nice. I'll tell you what, it is nice just to hold an SA80 again. I know when I actually got it and then got home, I was just sort of almost caressing it. I have missed it. So let's get a couple of negatives out of the way. First and foremost, the thing that irks me is the safety catch. However, if you do apply the golden rule of finger along the trigger guard, unless you're actually ready to pull that bad boy, you can't go wrong, because the safety catch on this one is a little bit temperamental. Sometimes it engages, sometimes it doesn't, but then again, if you're sensible and do that until you're ready to pull it, you won't be having any trouble. If people wander around like that, they are called idiots. Yeah, I'm basically shit hot on weapons safety. Yeah, another thing that's a little bit irksome is this. Now, on the normal rifle, what you've got is this part is for holding open the working parts. You pull them back, press that down, and then let go. Then on the other side, you've got the working parts release catch up top. That will basically bring it all forward. However, on this, the working parts release catch doesn't work. You have to use the holding open device. It's not a big thing. I don't really intend to use it at all, because really all that's back there, I mean, you're not going to cock a weapon, are you? It's a BB gun. All that's for is just to access the hop-up. So yeah, I won't really be doing that, and I don't really need to be cocking it because it doesn't do anything. What else? There is something, it's just a little thing. It's when you stick the change lever to repetition, which is single shots to you people. When you stick it to repetition, it'll fire about 4, maybe 5 rounds, and then it will stop. I think it's something to do with the gearbox or the hop-up. There is a little catch inside the magazine housing. I can't really see it, it's a bit dark for that. What you do is you just stick your finger up in the magazine housing, press it, you'll hear a sort of zzz, and then put your magazine back on and then carry on. As this is airsoft, I don't really intend to use single shot. I'm just going to stick it on automatic and be like, yeah! Yeah, but I mean, that will come in handy if you're doing CQB or fibula. So yeah, I don't really intend to use the single shot that much. As it's a copy of the A1, you have the old school cocking handle, which is quite, I don't know, it is a bit loose. I mean, because you have to screw it on. But hey ho, you can't always win. The main thing, the real fun part of it being an A1 is the fact it does not have a magazine release catch guard. And as anybody who's ever used the real A1 will know, if that comes into contact with your belt buckle on your webbing, that's just no words are needed. That says it all. Goodbye magazine. So yeah, just being a bit more careful is going to be needed for that. Apart from that, it's a nice little runner. It fires nicely. It's got a decent, as far as airsoft weapons, well, airsoft guns go, it is quite an accurate little, can it be accurate? Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad accuracy wise. The rate of fire is not too bad. It's about 600 to 650 a minute, which is good because you don't really want anything more than that, otherwise you're just going to waste a load of BBs. One thing I will point out is I have removed the foresight because I don't really think that you need it in an airsoft match, because at the end of the day you're using an air-powered musket. Okay, this it's not a rifle. It's got no rifling in the barrel. The BB is actually doing that along the barrel, so you don't need a foresight, because at the end of the day it's not going to actually hit where you're aiming. It will hit that general area, but it won't actually hit that precise point. So foresight kind of pointless. So I just left the rear sight on. Just so you know, for those of you who on YouTube who do keep referring to this as a carry handle, it's not. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. It's a little rant out of the way. It's not a carrying handle, it is a rear sight. Okay, let's make that very clear. It's not a fucking carrying handle. I've said this many times on people's reviews. It's not a carrying handle, it's a rear sight and rear sight assembly. Only Americans carry it around by the handle, that and recruits, and you know, I urge you, if you think that's for carrying the rifle, please go to Catterick, go to Purbright, carry that around like that and see how long it is until you get twatted around the back of the head. I did it once and I never did it again because my corporal just turned around, took the rifle off me and hit me in the back with it and said, "You won't be doing that again, will you?" I was like, "No, corporal." So yeah, it's not a carrying handle, it's a rear sight, and to be honest, I don't like that anyway because I like my Susat. So I'm going to get a Susat and stick that on there. However, you know, as it's not my rifle, I'm going to be getting the ICS version, which is a hell of a lot nicer. It's tighter as well, so you don't get all the rattling. So I'm going to be getting the ICS SA80, the A2 version, and I'm probably going to get like the little get the little Susat on there just to be like, yeah, fuck you all. But yeah, that's it. He gave me 2 mid caps as well, which is awfully nice of him, but he hasn't given me any BBs, so cheers. So it's all good. I'm looking forward to actually taking this out, giving it a proper whirl, you know, because so far all we've done with it is plink in his back garden. So I'm looking forward to actually getting out, doing some proper skirmishing, actually just putting this through its paces. Because I've read a few reviews on the Army Armament model saying that it's rubbish, and apparently the hop-up was initially rubbish, but I think that's all sorted now. So I'm going to take it out, give it a spin, and then let you know. Oh yeah, another little thing I don't really like is the fact you can't fit a bayonet, because the bayonet lug's missing. Well, it never actually had one in the first place, but hey, that is the Army Armament R85A1, and this is LimeyPipeSmoker, looking forward to going and shooting someone. So anyway, I'll leave you. Happy airsoft and happy pipe smoking.